All right, we have Fox News senior judicial analyst Judge Andrew Napolitano here with us. We fixed those difficulties. Judge, I now have had a chance to look at this list a little bit more closely. Some of it makes a little bit of sense. I mean, you have people over at the Treasury Department, because if they were interested in sanctions are done by the Treasury Department. What else in here sticks out to you?
Well, some of it sticks out. It's a little odd. I don't know why the U.S. ambassador to Italy or the U.S. ambassador to
I saw that too.
Would be asking about this unmasking. I mean, General Flynn at one point had a commercial relationship with some political figures in Turkey, but the unmasking, of course, was about materials that didn't directly involve Turkey. Look, this is a can of worms that is going to ask more questions than it's going to answer. The actual list was released by Capitol Hill by 2 U.S. senators. Of course, the acting director of National Intelligence, Rick Grinnell, whom we all know, obviously knew what he was doing, but giving it to 2 senators, he knew it was going to be released in a heartbeat. And the question is, for what reason was it delivered to the senators, and for what reason was it released? Because this information is supposed to be kept secret unless there is a, quote, compelling national security reason, closed quote. That's from the statute as a basis for releasing it.
What might Michael Flynn make of this, especially because we were talking earlier about the Justice Department now wanting to dismiss the case, the Flynn people wanting to dismiss the case, and the judge in the case, Emmett Sullivan, saying, I'm going to wait and have a hearing on this. Does this list have any bearing on that hearing?
I don't think it does. This list does have bearing as to how the Washington Post learned about this. I mean, the Washington Post is the entity that revealed to the public the existence of the Flynn-Kislyak conversation. One could infer that somebody on this list passed it on to the Washington Post. There would be a serious problem for the person who did that. But I don't think that this in any way implicates the legal issues before the court. The court, as we talked earlier, Dana, is trying to determine whether there's a real basis for dismissing this, or whether the case against General Flynn, or whether somebody's trying to do the general a favor.